Nick was born February 11th, 1919, in Olathe, Colorado. He was one of 11 children. His family came here in the 1880s. The way he told the story is that he's been working since he was 2 years old. So his father put him on a horse as soon as he could walk, and from then on he was responsible for helping with the ranching operation that they had.
They grew up pretty strong, Joe Gray's kids had to work. They learned work ethics that you don't see every place anymore. When you got hurt, you got bucked off or whatever, you just got back up and you got back going again.
He entered the Army in 1940 and served for just over 3 years. He was a Pearl Harbor survivor, and he fought in the Battle of Guadalcanal. He was really proud of his military service. He would tell the story of the attack on Pearl Harbor quite often, and he would get very emotional every time he told that story. In '46, he started the Nick Gray Construction Company. And over the next 40 years, that company grew to be very successful.
Well, I went to work for him in 1974. He had the ranches and a construction company, mostly power line right-of-ways. We cleared all the timber and built the roads and pads for the structures. And he built, I think, close to 3,000 miles of it himself. Over every hill was a new challenge, but he'd figure out some way to get across a swamp or over a rock ledge or something. But yeah, every quarter of a mile of it was different,
As his construction business got more successful, then he had more to put into buying different ranches and Forest Service permits so he could run the cattle. And over time, he had 3 different ranches and was running about 600 head of cattle on an 18,000 acre permit up in the Gunnison National Forest in the Cimarron and Silverjack area. And he continued to run those cattle until he died. He never stopped.
I expected him to just be a go-getter the way he did his machinery. You hear all the stories about the machine, and I just figured he was going to be running hard. But he took his cattle so gentle.
The way he took care of his livestock and properties, he wanted them in good shape at all times.
He dedicated his life to agriculture. He did a lot in this area, especially to advance conservation. He was a true conservationist. He did everything he could to protect the rights of people in agriculture so they could continue to be stewards of the land. He's a role model.
Without Nick or people like him, I don't know what this valley would have been.
His saying was work hard, save your money.
The last thing he always told everybody was work hard and save your money.
When I think of him, the first thing I think of is work hard and save your money. He said that to me every time I saw him. That would be his goodbye. And he meant it, and that's how he lived his life.